On this special episode of Out West, we're getting ready to cowboy up. We're headed to the Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch to take an inside look at this place that has so much to offer. From horseback riding to trap shooting, it's all coming up next right here on Out West. Yeehaw! Howdy y'all, and welcome to this very special episode of Out West. I'm your host, Carri Wilbanks, and today we're going up to Loveland, Colorado to the Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch, one of the best dude ranches on this side of the Mississippi. Giddy up and let's go. Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch is conveniently located just 1 hour from Denver in the Colorado foothills near Rocky Mountain National Park and Estes Park. Sylvan Dale's 3,200-acre dude ranch and retreat center is nestled along the banks of Colorado's beautiful Big Thompson River. Once you arrive at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch, a full range of activities await, from horseback riding, a variety of hiking trails, fishing, game courts, nature hikes, and so much more. Family owned and operated by the Jessup family, and along with a dedicated staff, they have continued the spirit of flexible, genuine service so you feel right at home while you're away from home. Sylvan Dale also offers a wide variety of additional services like private meetings, holiday parties, picnics, reunions, family vacations, bed and breakfast, and other exciting outdoor adventures. The magic of Sylvan Dale will leave you restored and re-energized, and hopefully refocused on the truly important things in life, like family and friends. And here we are at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch. I'm gonna go get checked in, but don't go anywhere because we're gonna show you guys around right after this break. See you guys real soon. I'm here with Dave Jessup, the owner of Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch. Dave, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
You're welcome.
You, of course, are the best person to talk about the history of Sylvan Dale, which I'm really excited to learn about. Can you take us and talk to us about some of the history of this place?
The ranch was homesteaded back in 1864 by a man named William Alexander. That mountain to the west is named after him. It's the tallest mountain in our horizon, named Mount Alexander after him. Then it became a dude ranch in the 1920s. My parents bought it in 1946, right at the end of World War II.
Wow.
And then over the years that my parents operated it, it grew to about 5,000 acres. And then after the great flood of 1976, they had to sell off some of the parcels of land to be able to stay afloat financially, and now our ranch is 3,200 acres. Considered a kind of a mecca for people who like bird watching and nature and animals, because we exist in a transition zone where a lot of different ecosystems come together. So people who come here can experience Mexico vegetation on one side of the mountain and Canadian vegetation on the other side of the mountain, and the birds and animals and so forth that go with those.
For people who are watching, what would you tell them to expect in terms of a dude ranch experience here with you guys?
For our dude ranch season, we operate during the 10 weeks of the summer, and families come here, spend 6 nights, and live the Western lifestyle. Those guests do everything from obviously horseback riding. You can't have a dude ranch without horses.
Nope.
And we raise all of our own registered quarter horses here, so it's a pretty unique situation. Most dude ranches will lease a herd for the summertime, but we keep our horses year-round, raise them from colts. There's a kind of a quote rodeo unquote at the end of the week. We call it a gymkhana, where people show off their skills that they've learned during the week, and some contests like barrel racing and pole bending. And they're also able to go on beautiful scenic horseback rides and adventure rides all over our 3,200 acres, including an overnight pack trip. Usually takes place on Thursday night, where we ride about 5 miles into the backcountry and stay at an old homesteader's cabin far away from any highways, and you can see the stars at night through the aspen trees. We do whitewater rafting, where we take people up to the Cashlaputa River and go on rafting trips. We also have trophy trout fly fishing. We have about 2 miles of Big Thompson River access that runs through our property, where people get stream fishing. And then over in what we call our Big Valley, there are trophy trout lakes over there and I know people think I'm lying because I'm a fly fisherman myself, but the trout grow huge over there in those natural lakes. And then on the last evening that they're here, the Friday night, we have the famous ranch party.
Oh, fun.
Where families by this time have bonded with each other, they've bonded with the wranglers, they feel very comfortable, they've made new friends, and we get them up doing family skits and reciting poetry and singing songs, and of course we sing songs around the campfire, and they get awards for their performance in the gymkhana, their horseback riding skills, and we laugh, we cry, we say goodbye, and everybody loves it, and they say they're coming back next year.
What are the different lodging options available?
Well, we mostly have cabins. They're very nicely appointed cabins. They're not super luxury, but they're not rustic. They're kind of in between, and in between price-wise. People tell us that they love it here staying in these cabins because we have no televisions. And in order to get a cell phone signal, you have to walk up on the hill and hold your leg up in the air to get to...
But if you don't hold your leg up, then you're not making an outgoing
That's right. So people like that. We do have Wi-Fi, however, so people who desperately need to stay connected can do that here at the ranch. But
I have noticed it was nice as soon as we were driving in, and you get the no service. I think that also means it's a forced shutdown, because you're here, you're going to enjoy it,
yeah.
But it is nice in case you do have something to check up on or work, you kind of have designated spots, but once you leave that, your mind is set free again.
Yeah, you'd get a kick out of some of the teenagers who come here. They're being dragged by their parents, and they're with their screens and their phones, and then they can't do that anymore, and within a day, those teenagers forgot about their phones and their screens, and by the end of the week they're saying, "Mom and Dad, can we come back here next year? We really like this place." So it has that transformative power too. It's really great.
That's fantastic. I think that's an important component for kids and both adults, to have some forced shutdown time.
Absolutely.
And what better place than to do it here at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch. This has been so interesting to learn about the history and all of the programs that you guys offer. Thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us,
Oh,
Dave.
You're welcome. Glad you could come.
When we get back to Out West, we're learning the ropes. Stay with us. Out West will be right back. Jeff is a trap shoot instructor here at the Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, it's a great day to be out and give this a shot.
I am really excited to learn more about trap shooting and of course, try my hand at it. Tell us what trap shooting is.
Trap shooting is shooting a clay pigeon with a shotgun as it flies out of a machine.
I have to say, I'm nervous because it seems with a moving target, it's a lot different than it being stationary. Is that one of the bigger challenges with this?
Yes, because not only is it just moving, but it is rising and falling, and you have to be able to anticipate and throw that shot so you can break the clay.
Tell us about the guns that we'll be using.
The guns that we'll be using today are CZ arms. We have a 28 gauge pump.
The atmosphere out here is incredible too. I love being surrounded in this area. Tell us some about the scenery.
We are just up on the hill on Highway 34 with, as you can see, a beautiful backdrop of red rock, and it's just fantastic. We've got a nice little breeze. It should be very good today. We had clouds a minute ago, but apparently now we're gonna do this in the sun.
It feels good out here though.
Yes,
I feel
it
like
does.
this is a true West experience. You gotta have a little bit of heat.
If you don't have a little adversity, then it just makes it too much like doing video games. This is not like a video game.
We're in the elements.
Yes, very much so.
Jeff, thank you so much for the information. Now it's time to go shooting. Yeehaw!
Girl.
Best instructor. Thank you
Very
so
good.
much. That was so much
Absolutely, I'm
fun.
glad you had fun out here today.
Loved it. I'm here with Cletus, who's a wrangler here at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch. Cletus, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yes, ma'am.
I hear that you're going to show us the ropes when it comes to roping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty excited to learn a new skill.
Yeah, well, I can guarantee at least one catch.
Okay,
so.
good. I know we're going to get to that, but I'm curious, what does a wrangler here at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch do?
Well, actually, we take people out on rides. We care for all the horses and just deal with the guests on the daily life. And I think they're all here for a good week or so.
And let's see how great you are teaching guests. I'm pretty novice with this as well.
Yeah.
I was with the trap
We can
shooting
give it
and
a
I will
shot.
be with the roping. So I'm holding this and I don't know the first thing about it.
All right. Well, what you're going to do is when you first start holding it, so you basically got it down. So I want you to grab it and put your thumb up.
Thumb up,
We're going to flip it over.
flip it over.
Just like that, and keep it going. There we go.
This is Thad,
This is Thad, the roping dummy, yes.
the roping dummy. Okay,
So we're going to swing it, and it's going to be like knocking on a door,
okay.
kind of.
I knock on doors that way too. So with the back of my hands always facing me.
Yep, and it's going to just keep going like this.
Oh, see, that's how kids do it.
Well, here you go. I'll grab the tip of your rope and just kind of let your arm hang there and just kind of get the feel for it. Ready? We come around just like that.
And I don't want to move my hand this way, right?
Nope.
So it's
You always wanna
always
keep it
back.
like this.
Can we do it one more time and
One
I'll
more time?
focus on
All right.
my hand?
There you go. And keep it going.
Okay. All right.
Perfect. Just like that.
Didn't move it, so let's try that again.
See?
Is
Just
that
like
better?
that. Yep.
All right.
Now when you go to throw it, your rope, your arm, or your hand wants to do the exact same thing your rope's going to do. So whenever we throw it, our arm is going to come through and follow through and grab your slack and pull it tight.
Okay. And where do I look when I'm throwing?
You always want to look at the base of the right horn.
Base of the right,
Base of the right horn.
never the left.
Never the left. You'll miss him every time.
Okay, let's try this. Let's see if I can get the movement down
All
again.
right. See, you're perfect. Look at that.
I
First
got
try.
it.
First try.
All right. See if I can get it on a second try.
All right, game on.
Thank you so much for showing me the ropes, Cletus.
Hey, anytime. Good job.
Thanks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be here at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch right after this break. Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Out West. I'm your host, Carri Wilbanks, and we're here at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch, and a visit to a dude ranch just isn't complete until you set off on a horseback ride. And on the one we're gonna show you, there is a hearty breakfast to be had at the top. Let's go. We made it after one of the most beautiful rides on Eagle Ridge. We're here at the breakfast spot, ready to chow down. Dave works here at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch, and today we're lucky enough you are also our cook on the breakfast ride. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
You bet.
Having breakfast in an outdoor setting, I have to say I'm very impressed with the spread that you guys put together. Everything from eggs to sausage, and the cowboy coffee and fruit was fantastic. It's got to be a lot of fun to come out here and cook for you too.
It's a lot of fun to come up and cook. It's a lot of fun to see people enjoy the view. You can sometimes get away with culinary excess or the occasional mistake, and people are so hungry it doesn't make any difference.
And you guys also do rides in the evening. Can you tell us about what those are like?
We sometimes will do steak rides up to this point, and then a lot of people, particularly on the long summer days, love to go for a ride after dinner here at the ranch. And there are all sorts of trails that they might know during the day, but then they're magical at twilight. And of course the horses know the trails, and so it's not a matter of, you can't get too dark for them because they've been there before all their lives.
Tell us about the steaks you cook, because I think that there is a reason that they have these rave reviews that come with them.
What we like to do is to serve Sylvan Dale grown beef, and when there's enough of that in a given year, why then we'll have that for the steak rides. Particularly people that have been out herding those cattle kind of enjoy eating those cattle.
Absolutely.
That's the cowboy way.
I think I'm going to come back for to experience that cowboy way. I like the way you put it,
That's
Dave.
good.
Thank you so much for all the information, the wonderful breakfast, and of course filling us in on the breakfast ride.
It's been a real pleasure having you up here. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. We've had a great time. Cheers to Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch.
Ready to break away from that digital lifestyle, traffic jams, and feeling like your entire week is on a rigid schedule? Want to get in touch with what's really important in life? Like family, friends, nature, wildlife, spectacular sunsets, clean air, and clear rushing streams? Well, my friend, drop what you're doing and book your next vacation at Sylvan Dale Ranch in northern Colorado and find a place that's transformational. Not just a destination with activities, Sylvan Dale Ranch has been a special place where people arrive and throughout the week find their humanity again. The dream of providing guests from all over the world a place of calm and connection where they could see billions of stars, drift off to sleep with the sounds of rushing water, wake up to the sounds of birds, enjoy homemade breakfasts, watch horses run to the barn for the day's rides, see a newborn foal with their mother, see wildlife along the trails and eagles in flight. All began with Maurice and Tilly Jessup, and is carried forward today by the Jessup family and a caring staff like no other. From the moment you arrive, you will understand that Sylvan Dale is a welcoming place. It was built by love and has been operated by the same family since 1946. It is the oldest Colorado ranch in single-family ownership, and that means they have hospitality down pat. Families will enjoy the fact that their kids can run free and enjoy all the ranch has to offer without worrying about their whereabouts. Kids and adults can enjoy activities individually or together, and this unique experience may be what keeps bringing people back generation after generation. You'll discover exceptional meals, prepared, cooked, and served with love, just like you might remember the way Grandma cooked for the family. In early July, cattle are driven from the main ranch to the National Forest for summer grazing. Imagine yourself heading out with the herd for a day's drive and then sleeping under the stars at cow camp after a steak dinner cooked over an open fire. Everyone looks forward to each evening's activity, be it a softball game in the pasture with hand-cranked homemade ice cream or a toe-tapping western dance. Do-si-do and swing your partner. Midweek, you'll enjoy sitting back with a piece of homemade pie while the ranch trainer and wranglers share some strumming, singing, and yodeling. Authentic? You bet. At Sylvan Dale, they find their guests are their best ambassadors. They know the transformational experience that comes with a dude ranch vacation. They call it discovering your inner cowboy. If you're ready to unplug from that digital lifestyle and plug into an authentic, hands-on adventure, the Jessups and their terrific staff invite you to pull up a chair at their family table and share their love for the history, the land, and the Western lifestyle. You'll come as a friend and leave as family. Saddle up at Sylvan Dale and ride for the Heart J brand.
I can't think of a better way to wrap up my experience here at Sylvan Dale Guest Ranch than with new friends, roasting marshmallows, and some cowboy songs. For more information, you can visit sylvandale.com. For Out West, I'm your host, Carri Wilbanks. Remember, only you can truly experience Colorado. Dave, let's hit it.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. You made me forget the words.
I know, because I go, the deer and the buffalo play.
That's great.